Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I created this kind of mermaid bluish look using the new Morphe Dare to Create 39A palette, and just look at how beautiful it is. I am absolutely obsessed with this palette. Today was my first day trying it out and I am absolutely in love with it. So as always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, just go ahead and hit that button down below so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. And let's just go ahead and jump right in. Alright, so this is the beautiful palette, and when you open it up, this is what it looks like. It has a little plastic film right here that tells you all the names on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. And just look at how gorgeous this is. I love everything about this palette. I think it gives you such a great selection of colors, and it gives you, so much creativity to play around with between your blues, your greens, your more purples and mauves and plums. I think all in all, they did an amazing job on this palette. I love all of these shades right here, especially when it comes to transitions. I feel like they are perfect for any skin tone. You can find a transition shade that works for you. They feel so nice. They are very creamy, and I'm sure they blend well. I've only swatched a few of them, but they feel extremely nice, very pigmented, and I'm super, super excited to create many, many looks with this. So for today, I'm really wanting to play around in this blue section right here. I don't really experiment with too many bright colors, but I love all of these blues, and I think they're pretty, and I feel like we can create such a nice look with that. So starting off, I am going to prime my eyelids with the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer, which is one of my favorite lid primers at the moment. I'm currently trying it out, and it definitely has passed the test. It keeps my eyeshadow from not creasing all day and helping combat my oily eyelids. I love everything about it so far. And I definitely like the skin tone one because I have very veiny eyes, and I feel like this really helps hide that and gives a very nice base for my eyeshadow. So moving on, I'm going to take my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I am going to set my lid with these two shades right here using my Morphe E22. As always, I'm going to take some tape and put that on my eyes. Alright, so starting off, I'm going to go in with this shade right here as my transition shade, and I'm going to use my Morphe 441 for that. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm going to go in with another Morphe M441, and I'm just going to put that just a tiny bit below the transition shade, but mostly on top of it. I just want a little bit of that poking out. Alright, I'm going to pick up the same brush from earlier, and with a little bit of our transition shade on it, I'm just going to blend out any lines. Alright, so next I'm going to take this nice light blue shade right here, and I'm just going to stick that all over my lid, and I'm going to use a flat definer brush for that. And then I'm actually going to spray it with just a little bit of MAC Fix Plus just to give it a nice pop. Alright, so I'm going to take that same brush from earlier, just with a little bit of that same blue that we used, and I'm going to blend out any lines. And I'm also just kind of darkening it up a little bit, just so you can really tell the difference between the two. And then taking that same transition shade from earlier, I'm just going to blend that out a little bit. Right, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove the tape. Alright, so I want to add just a little bit of a pop to my inner corner. So I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow pods, and this is in Silver Sky. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush, and then I'm going to spray it with some MAC Fix Plus. Alright, so I went ahead and did my eyeliner and mascara, and then I put on a pair of wispy lashes that I had. So for eyeliner, I used my usual, the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. And then for mascara, I used the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara. Alright, so I'm going to take my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water and just spray that all over my face. And then next, I'm going to take my Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base. Alright, so for foundation today, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix both of these on the back of my hand. Alright, so I'm just going to take my L'Oreal sponge and blend that all in. I finally got a new sponge because my other one was looking very rough. Next, I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I am just going to put that all over my face. Going back into that Kat Von D palette, I'm going to take those same two shades and I'm going to set underneath my eyes and down my nose with that. Next, I'm going to take my Airspun loose face powder and I'm going to set the rest of my face with this. Alright, so I just went ahead and did my brows off camera. So moving on to contour, I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here to contour with. And I'm just going to take my stippling brush and blend that out. For bronzer today, I'm going to be taking my Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and I'm going to bronze up my whole face using my Morphe M523. For blush, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild blushes in Mellow Wine. And then I'm just going to take my stippling brush and blend that out. For highlight today, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. And I am going to mix these two shades together. And I'm going to be using my Morphe M501 to highlight with. And I'm going to use that same highlight underneath my brow bone, and I'm using the Morphe M213 to highlight with. Alright, so to finish up this look, I'm going to go back into this palette, and I'm going to take that same blue shade that we used earlier on my Sigma Pencil E30, and I'm just going to blend that underneath my bottom lash line. Alright, taking that same L'Oreal pod from earlier on my flat definer brush, I'm just going to put a little bit of the silver in my inner corner right here. Just to kind of really help brighten that eye up. And then I'm just going to put a small coat of mascara on my lower lash line. Alright, and then to finish up this look, I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Kate collection in shade 14. Alright you guys, so that is it for this video. I absolutely love how this look came out. I think it has a nice mermaid look to it, and so far I absolutely love this palette. I knew it wouldn't disappoint just because Morphe is that awesome, and I knew whatever they came out with would be good. But I think this is such a great palette for people that are just getting into makeup because it gives you such a wide range for everyone. It has your bright colors if you want to explore those, but it also has your very nice neutrals for those of you that are just starting out and just want to practice. So all in all, I think this would be a great palette to purchase. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you go, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!